Hello and welcome back to another episode of
Tube Talk.
Welcome back.
The very first one for the 2018-2019
Season.
of racing.
Was that the right word?
It was.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was.
Aced it.
Yeah.
Off to a great start.
Yeah, off to a great start. I'm very excited about the season. It's going to be a ripper for us.
It shall. And, segue, let's keep this great energy going and the ripping going by saying that Rip Into Gear came second last week.
The last week of the season, yes, she did. It was a really good run. She worked forward nicely. It was a good ride from Kylie. She just let her roll forward, got into second place. Unfortunately, the favourite kicked on the turn and we couldn't quite catch it. But augurs very well for her racing on Wednesday, next Wednesday at Canterbury. Fields aren't out yet. And we haven't got her in our preview, but look out for her next Wednesday. I think she'll be awfully hard to beat as long as it's not a bottomless heavy 11 track.
Mm-hmm. And we also had Rakik, who won.
He did. We're going to talk a bit about him more later on too, but he won. Very good ride. We said we were confident. It was a good ride, but he was dominant. He won very easily. He won by a length and a half, but he was never really under any pressure over 2,000 metres, and he will be even better over further. He's a very promising and exciting horse. $100,000 race. Yeah, he's going to give his owners an enormous amount of pleasure.
Awesome. And before we hop into the horses this week, we want to talk about prize money in New South Wales.
Yeah, amazing prize money raises for New South Wales. Their minimum stakes, so Rakik won a $100,000 Australian $100,000 race on Saturday. From 1 September, they're going up to $125,000 minimum.
Woohoo!
25% increase. Wednesdays are going from 40,000 to 50,000. These are Australian dollars, so 125,000 Aussie is about 135, 140 Kiwi. About say 135, and 50,000 is about 55,000 Kiwi. That's for a Wednesday, and even the provincial maiden race are going to 35,000, which is, you know, close to 40,000 Kiwi for a maiden. So you can't ignore though that kind of prize money. It's fantastic, and I think, you know, we'll be targeting a few horses to take over there, not just for the group races, but we're going to be targeting horses that can win money in the city on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Not necessarily at group level, but make a lot of money on the way through. So it's exciting times, I think, very exciting times with that announcement, and we're going to certainly be targeting it.
Mm-hmm. And this week we have got 3 runners in 3 different countries, which is quite cool.
We're going global!
We are, and we will start on Friday in Singapore. Race 7, we have got Billy Mojo.
Very good second last start, just got nailed on the line. He was coming back from a long time off, and we had said to the owners that he would need his first 2 runs back, which he did, and we expected him to show form third up, and he did that. He's fitter. He's worked very well this week leading in. He's gone up slightly in weight, and his barrier draw isn't as good. It's got barrier 8. It's probably arguably a stronger field, but it's his pet distance. As long as he jumps well, he should be able to sort of be somewhere handy and close to the speed, and he's got to be hard to beat. As I say, stronger field, but he's improved, and he should be hard to beat on the turf course.
Mm-hmm. And after that, we go back to New Zealand, Riccarton. Race 10, we have got Rock Island Line running.
He's a very promising horse. He ran 6th his last start, but he was trapped 3 wide the whole trip out wide, and he had to work overtime, and he was only beaten 2 lengths. So it was a good run. He's third up. He's stepping up to a mile, and I certainly think he'll appreciate that step up in distance. His work this week's been very good. It's gone up a notch, so he's on the improve too. The track at Riccarton is going to be a slow 9-ish going into the weekend, but it looks like there's showers forecast, and hopefully it gets a little bit of rain just to freshen it, and it's just a heavy 10 but not a deep track. He has barrier 18. What do we think of that? Not good. So we might have to ride him a bit differently and just sort of take our time with him, let him find his feet, and look for a path through them. But he should run well.
Mm-hmm. And our final run of the week is Rakik, running in Australia, Randwick, on Saturday in race 3.
So the winner from last week, and speaking with Chris, there were 3 options for him, and this Saturday was one of those options. So it did a couple of 2,500 metre races, and he wanted to keep it in mind because he thought the field may not be the strongest, and he also thought that it was a soft run from last week, which it was. He might come through well and be able to be backed up, and he has. He's come through the race really well. The step from 2,000 to 2,400 metres should only be a good thing for him. Before we bought him, he was running around over 3,000 metres in France, and he won over 2,400 metres, absolutely bolted him in a race in France where he won. So that should really suit him. He goes up in weight, but the field probably isn't that much stronger. Hasn't got as good a barrier draw, so he's got an awkward draw, but it's probably not going to be a strong field. He looks a very good bet. The one concern I have is in his first campaign in Australia, we backed him up from Wednesday to Monday, and he didn't back up. So we're going Saturday to Saturday. It's a slightly different scenario, but that's my one concern. If he backs up well, he's awfully hard to beat.
Mm-hmm. And now for bet of the week.
An exciting bet of the week.
Since Dad's one didn't quite work out last week,
Yeah.
I am taking the reins.
You are, and you've done some good homework.
Not really. But yes. Okay, yes, I have. Should I... Okay, so Dad said to me, I said to Dad, what race would you recommend? He said, let's look at the ones at Riccarton. And I said, okay then.
Big day at Riccarton.
Yes. I said, okay then. Went through a few of them. I was honestly just looking for the coolest name. That I find that's my most scientific method. And I came across one called Scapolo. And I was... Sorry, yeah, there we go. And
Bet of the week is...
Scapolo.
And it's a good bet because... Or you want to talk about him?
If you want to talk about him, you're welcome to.
He's had 19 wins. He's going for his 20th win. He's got an apprentice claim on, so he drops from 60 to 58 kilos. He loves Riccarton. He loves it wet. And he's won a trial going in. So he actually looks a really good bet.
Mm.
I would love to get... I don't think we'll get $3. If we got $2.50, we'd be happy. $2.80, we'd be very happy. So if we got $2.50, we'd punt him. $3, we'd be over the moon.
Mm. He's race 6. And yeah, watch out for him. Looks like a cool one.
Thank you, Sophie. It was a good tube talk, and we will see you next week.
See you then.
Bye.